everybody out there. You don't see me today, but I wanted to do a quick video. I pray all is well. Wanted to do another video displaying some things that we do and what the Lord has blessed us to learn. As you can see, the notes are down on the screen in the bottom if you want to. All you have to do is go back and play them, record them. Not playing anything that's really difficult to play. But today I come to you wanting to show you my keyboard rig. And you wanted to see, oh, my keyboard rig, and you don't see any pictures of keyboards, you don't see a camera on me or anything like that. But I wanted to show you my keyboard rig, what I set up, and I'm going to go through each sound. It's going to take a few minutes, so this will be loaded to YouTube. And after that, I will post it on Facebook, the link on there. So if you want to check it out, just let me know. Hit me up, John Price. My name is John Price. Just a young man that have a heart for people and a heart for a Jesus experience. And just wanted to give you some information on the technology that we have going on nowadays. So, quickly, as you can see, I'm doing my recording through my MacBook. I have a 2011 MacBook. Let me pull up about this Mac so you know. 2.7 gigahertz Intel Core i7. i7 is very important if you're going to use it to play tracks and play music. You want to have a strong computer. You can do an i5, or you can do something that's not quad core. But you're probably going to limit your sounds and your stacking. My goal is to get my Ableton loaded on another computer, and then I'll just use this to be my keyboard rig. My one computer be my keyboard rig, and I have a laptop for Ableton. And then I have the receptor as my auxiliary other board to bring in more layers. I am going straight 100% Softsynth. Softsynth meaning software synth, using computer. That means I will not have any hardware instruments. I do have the Kronos. I do plan to maybe get a hardware rack module to pair with the receptor. But pretty much from now on, I'm getting controllers. I have a 61 key controller. I'm looking at getting a 49 key controller as well, and then also getting an 88 key controller. So what is controllers? Controller is basically a keyboard that can send your signal through MIDI to your computer or whatever devices that you're using. So I'm looking at getting a 49 or 25, actually 25 or 49 for my bass and auxiliaries, and then maybe I may down the road get an 88 key controller. So that's a quick background on the how to set up your computer and what kind of computer to get. Here's some information on it. Let me show you what I have in my computer. I have 2 SSD drives. My main hard drive, which is, man, I only got 87 gigs free. I have to fix that. A lot of others. But right here, I will take this information. This takes all my softwares and everything. Now these two right here, I took a 960 gigabyte hard drive, a SSD, and just broke them up together. Just split them up. Again, my music and other stuff is coming to an end, so I have to back up some things. And my sound library is all my sound and stuff like that. But this is not bad. You know, I can go in and maneuver that. I just have all kinds of stuff on here. I gotta figure out what other is, and I can get that stuff taken care of and X'd out. Okay, so my keyboard rig. This is my keyboard rig. It's titled EP Layers, and I have everything that I'm going to use on the keyboard. I have everything. Now, if I decide to use another MIDI, all I have to do, another controller, I change the MIDI, set it up, and send it to another keyboard. It's very basic, but right now I have everything running to one keyboard so that I can layer the sounds how I want to. Okay, so I'm going to go through each sound. Each sound is mapped through what I call the nano control or the computer, or the keyboard. I'm sorry. The keyboard has I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm using about 13 sliders on the keyboard, and then I had to use a few more on the nano control because I have so much going on. But this can carry me through any event, anything I have going on. If I have to do some brass or anything, I can simply load in my session strings or my session horns. See, that's right here. session horns, session strings. That's pretty much all I use. I don't use the organs much, so I like using authentic organs. So I'm going to show you my rig. I also use Omnisphere. Okay, let me show you Omnisphere just for the sake of this presentation. I'm going to show you that I have to pull up Omnisphere separate. I pull it up in Logic, my live rig. The reason why I pull Omnisphere up in Logic is because I think you can do a standalone. If not, somebody correct me. But I haven't been able to pull it up standalone. But I think you can do it. I just haven't never done it. But here it is right here. So Omnisphere is in there. This is Omnisphere. I'm gonna play a little bit of Omnisphere without the piano. Let me do that again so you can see it. That's my strings I use in Omnisphere. Now you can go into Omnisphere and do so many things. Let me click on Omnisphere real quick. Omnisphere has, it's like another rolling, it's like a rolling module. And you have so many different synths and patches that you can go in and tap into. Let's see how I get out of here. See, you have all those sounds that you can layer. Right here, you can layer those up to 8 and go into multi and mix it however you want to. Okay. And Omnisphere, I believe, can go and be loaded in there. Okay, so that's my Omnisphere. I'm gonna turn that down now because I've sampled that. And again, I can map that to my nano control or do whatever. But the fun thing is, I'm going to go to KONTAKT and just show you all the different sounds. These are pretty much all the different sounds, the classic sounds that people use, and you know, MKS and all that stuff. Okay, so first I have the piano 8 chorus with chorus. Okay, let's make sure everything is turned down. This piano 8 with chorus. Okay. Okay, that's the piano 8. Okay, I'm just going to pull it down. Very rich, very expressive. That is not an MK sensation. Okay, now I have the analog. Okay, pretty much what I do with analog, I add that with forest. Okay, and I add blue carpet in here. Blue carpet is in here somewhere. Okay, blue carpet is down. Let's get out of here. There go blue carpet. Okay, then I add a little background strings from the motif. If I don't feel like pulling up Omnisphere. And this is pretty much works. I used it at a service. I've used it at weddings, and it doesn't lag or anything. You know, if you're just running this by itself. Okay, and then I also add, let's say, another sound that I use a lot. I really like this. I have this MK Sensation up because I like the strings and synth combo. So I add a little bit of that. Give it that little string synth. I normally do this right here, doing like if somebody's doing talking before service or call to worship. I would usually do that, and then I'll pull this in there too. This is Horizon Whisper. Okay. Then I'll bring in Hugo Bass. Have Hugo Bass down here at the bottom. Give him that aftertouch feel. Okay. And then I may drop that brass out of there to go into worship. Give me more pad. Pull a whisper out of there. Okay, so that's my brass. I mean, that's my strings, set the atmosphere type stuff. But then when we get ready to get churchy, I can either go to when we hit our hits. I can build on it. Okay, let's bring that. We bring the analog and blue carpet down a little bit. It's because I'm setting it up. I'm gonna bring my EP. My piano chorus back in. My aftertouch. I believe this is personally, I think the Minaj, all those things is coming out, Chronos. Personally, if you get your own customized set, you can always add to this or whatever. I personally just feel like it's no need to get all that stuff. There's these $4,000 keyboards, because this sound set, these come out pretty simple. They're about $150. My boy Junior Lee got these sounds for I believe $25, $35. I mean, I don't know the prices. Check with them on pricing or check with me on pricing to get additional price. But complete is $400. You can get a cheaper complete on sale. Let me tell you the best time to buy complete or KONTAKT. On after Thanksgiving, they have big sales. Good time to get it. Controller is $200, $300, and then a computer is the biggest investment. You probably don't have to spend money on the computer so you can have be able to have enough space on it to be able to use it for a long time. So I use this for my fast stuff. Take that strings out. My piano in that, the nice little flavor of the piano. I use the Grandeur. I use the Grandeur by itself often. Let's go to Grandeur. I'm going to show you that real quick. I love this piano. Shout out to my man Mo. Big Mo kept talking about it, so I that's a rich piano. You're not gonna get that on a keyboard. And when I go out, I try to go stereo. So I try to have me 2 speakers powered. It really makes your sound good. Okay, so that's the piano sound. Let me let you hear this. This is this warm butter. I really like this. I really like to put that under a piano sound. With J-pop. Do you hear that? Hear that pad in there? I like that overtone in there with that aftertouch. Add some piano 2, EP2. And that J-pop, you do it vary it however you want to. So that's what most of the time that's all I use. My favorite to do if I don't have a stereo signal is my piano 1. I love the piano 1. It just cuts through the mix. This sound has been with me. This sound has been with me since I first started. My dad had purchased an RD500. I was like, what was it? Then I followed Jason White and Mike Burrell, and they were using them MK Sensation. So I use this at church. A lot of stuff that cut through and some of that churchy stuff. I love that. But let me tell you, I'm gonna show you my secret weapon. Something people be trying to figure out what am I doing if I have people ask me about this sound. I take the blue ballad, which is a Rhodes, off the Scarby keys, Scarby finished keys. And I add the piano EP2 from MK Sensation. Well, not MK Sensation, but the EP2 from the actual MKS20. I use this a lot more than just using one by itself. And just tweak it however you want to. Okay. And that's my Profi. I don't use the Profi. The Profi is never in there hot. But that's the Profi. Profi has to go with the Hugo bass. Always put those together. Give me that rich sound. Then I add the MK Sensation Jamal Hallway. So that's what I do. That's all of the sounds. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 sounds. That's all I use. So why am I going to buy a very expensive keyboard when I can just put all these in and take my sounds and customize them however I want to? I forgot to show you my favorite. One of my other favorites I use. That's dark grand. That's not the power grand. I use that. I use that a lot blended with piano 2. EP2, I keep saying piano 2. And I have my Jamal. I put that in there. In there just enough that you can hear the faint of it when you attack it. Now overburn. That's a classic. I got that sound. Shout out to Kenneth Shelton. The album he did, the Jonathan Nelson album. The one before the one that just came out, I used to listen to it like every day, and I think the Will McMillan was on there, a couple of those guys, and they had that mixture of the piano. I think it was Power Grand and the EP2, and I was like, oh, that I love that sound. It cuts through the mix very well. Okay, so that's pretty much my rig, everybody. And it always is even better when you can add that Omnisphere on with it. That I will probably most time run Omnisphere with my receptor. So put that Horizon Whisper in there. And pretty much what I do, that I build on that, like pretty much on a worship song, I would start with just piano and strings. Strings not that loud, of course. You know, then as we build, you know, I add some J-pop, chorus, whisper. I mean, you can do so much and have so much to your accents, and also even put in the Hugo bass with the warm butter. So, yeah, I just wanted to show you all that. It probably was a long video. I'm sure it's a long video, but because I get very excited about that. Now, everything about the bass and the Trillion, I have to show you that later down the road. There's so much in Trillion that you can do. I run that out of Logic too. That's what I'm looking to get my 25 key MIDI controller for, just for my bass and my pads, either 25 or 49. And then I can run my bass and my pads when I go somewhere. But other than that, I thank you all. God bless you for this time. Subscribe, like, share, and if you have any questions, let me know. God bless you.